points that you the key points that you are going to have or follow today. Okay, let's come up next for the next slide, please. So, first of all, we want to get to know more about you first. So please type from 1 to 9 that how ready you are for today. So as you can see, the number one would be super excited, like the rubber duck in the picture. And number nine would be can be the very exhausted one. So I hope that today is one of the weekends. So yeah, I think that you are quite motivated and quite refreshing your battery. So how are you today? Just type it in the chat box so that we can know more about how you feel. Wow, Miss Hà, you are super excited. Miss Cẩm Tú, you are number six. Okay. Okay, Mr. Mạnh, yes, you are number seven. How are you? Um, yeah, I have to agree that most of you are quite from 5 to 9, right? Because like we are during the examination time and things like that, and it goes really harsh for the English teacher as a norm for teacher in this field, and also it's come nearer to Tết holiday, so there are a lot to do, right? So thank you very much for your input. So let's go up next. Um, I would like to go through the really briefly information for today. So our section would last estimated leave for 90 minutes. Okay, we are going to explore the exciting ELT topics with me and Mr. Huỳnh. We are going to share our ideas and questions in the chats and comments. And also, we would like to hear your reflection in terms of adapting concept and activities in our section today. And also, as Miss Huỳnh, she has mentioned in the previous slide, we are going to have five meaningful gift packs from Việt, TESOL, and Relo. Yeah, and that's the really important one. The next thing I would like to share is, please move on, please. Also, um, we would like to
Không biết tiền. Ừ.
we would like to improve the interactiveness between the among the fellow teachers and facilitators, so that we would conduct our session today for like 30% of listening, 70% of reflecting. That means you would leave your answer in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself to share your own stories. Okay. And if you want to share your voice, please raise your hand so that if it is possible, we can invite you to unmute yourself to share your thoughts and opinion.
So let's.
Okay, let's come up next. um, Also, we have some kind of housekeeping rules. Please turn off your phone. I mean, to keep your microphone muted unless you want to speak. And also, we don't want this happen because we want to avoid the background noise. Also, be cautious during the time we are conducting the webinar, and also stay present and engage with the content, because we would like to see your smiley faces, and also your eagerness in the session today. Let's go up next. Talking about us, I am Võ Duy Đức. I'm a full-time lecturer in Viện UK Institute from Nẵng University. And yeah, I think that you are waiting for Mr. Huỳnh, right? Can you please unmute yourself and introduce yourself a bit?
Okay, so thanks for your sharing. So, hello everyone, my name is Huỳnh. I am now a full-time lecturer at Harvard College of Pharmacies and HMT English Academy. Thanks. And I will leave the stage back to Mr. Võ. So you do.
Okay, thank you. So come up next. Yeah, let's go up with the very important point today. So in our webinar, we are going to going through three main section, three main parts. The first one will be reviewing the key concept regarding to the culture teaching in ELT, and I think this one have come to you in the online canvas, right? Online class, so you can read that. And also you have done some quizzes, and also you have written some reflection on it. But today we are going to have a quick review of it. Also, after that, we would like to discuss some difficulties in raising cultural awareness for students, especially in Vietnam, because you know what? We are in the process of making English become the second language in school. So I think that the cultural awareness is something really important in our today context. And also we would love to suggest some strategies to raise students' cultural awareness. And also we would like to hear a lot from experienced teachers. Yes, let's come up next with the very central point of our lesson today. So let's start the EIL, paradigm shift. What does that mean? So as you know, like English as a global language, we are trying to define it in terms of it has become a common and global language as a one spoken worldwide. Okay, and even in some community with few or no native or L1 speaker. So we are trying to see the process of making English as a global language, where they would use it as a language in negotiation, in education, and training or something like that, right? And also, the concept of English is no longer belonging to solely to inner circle countries. So I would mention the inner circle country in the next slide later so that you can grasp it easier, okay? So it belongs to the users, and its use includes the cultures of many speakers. So in this key term, the cultures of the speakers is the key point in here. Okay, and also the reality of modern English. The non-native English speaker now outnumber the native speakers, and English is used largely for communication between second language users. So to clarify this, I would like to go back to the very key point of sociolinguistic model of cultural circle in 1989. You can see the the three circle and also the goal of this. So for the inner circle, you can see some countries where English is the primary language, right? We can call it is the English speaking country. It can be the USA, the UK, or Australia. For the outer circle, we would mention some multilingual countries where English serves as the second language, like India or Singapore. For the expanding circle, the country where English is widely studied as a foreign language, and Vietnam is not an exception in here. Okay, you can see the China or Germany. For the pedagogical goal, the educator should recognize that the interculturalism rather than biculturalism. Please remember this because it would appear in the quiz later. The interculturalism in here is the goal, meaning learners do not need to adopt the behaviors of inner circle country to be successful. And come up next. So I would mention this when it comes to the sphere of the interculturality. So the EFI teacher should enable the speaker to share with others their ideas and culture in cross-cultural interaction and create what? Create the sphere of interculturality. So in this sphere, the learner need to learn about another culture. And also they need to reflect on their own culture in relation to others. So that's why recent books in Vietnam, the recent textbook that would be conducted in primary school or even secondary school and high schools, we have conducted the new textbook, and we mentioned a lot about this kind of matter, and we will explore it later. Okay, so come up next. So, what is it when it comes to use this model in instructional material? So we would mention about the source culture material. These use the learner own culture as the content. For example, a teacher in Brazil using Rio Carnival to teach the English greetings. Or you can see the different matter in here. When it shows the target culture of material, this is where the English teacher like us today, we are going to focus on the culture of the country where English is the native language, using American Halloween tradition to teach the descriptive vocabulary can be an example. So mention about this. So we would distinguish the source culture and the target culture. So the source would be the one that we are living in, okay? And the target culture is the one that will be targeted, like native language, something like that, okay? And also, when it comes to international cultural material, this incorporates a wide variety of culture from both English and non-English speaking countries globally. So this is why different kind of publishers, okay, they are trying to make it become more internationalized. So that's the reason why the teacher autonomy is being fostered recently, because their responsibility is going to meet the students' specific needs and also the context, okay, especially in Vietnam. Yeah, so let's come up next when we mention about how would we improve it in our society. So I would mention the first one, the first definition, valid users, NNEST, the non-native English speaking teacher, they recognize the valid user of English who are the best position, okay, of to understand the student needs. And also we need the local expertise, like local educators are encouraged to take the lead in making decisions regarding teaching goals and approaches for specific global context. Okay, when we cascading knowledge, the process of sharing new professional knowledge and approaches with colleges to improve the broader teaching community, and also the OER, like this, like TESOL methodology, could be a good opportunity for different educators to use and share the open sources resource. So that is a really quick review of mine for the TESOL course of Module 1. So now I would like you to scan the QR code, and then I would like you to do the quiz. And also, I think that the highest highest score from the quiz doer would be the one who can get the points, who can get the gift pack from the organizer. So please scan the QR code.
Hello, Mr. Dick. You unmute yourself, right?
I'm sorry. I'm talking to my own. Okay, I could see 33 participants in my quiz. So are you ready? So I think I can wait for a few minutes so that you can join my quiz. Okay. I think that you can join my quiz later. Okay. During the time we are playing, you can join my quiz also. Yeah. So I would like to start because like the time does not allow us to do too much waiting. Okay. Let's start. Yes. Let's start with the first questions. So according to the Crutchfield model, which circle include the country where English is widely studied as a foreign language? Really easy, right? Yeah, congratulations, Miss Nga Lê, Miss Me, and In War. Yeah, okay. Let's come up next. So in the context of English as international language, what is the primary goal for learners regarding culture? 5 seconds left. Be quick, okay? Yeah, interculturalism. Yes. Miss Me and Miss T, and you are rocking the leaderboard. Okay, let's come up next. I have 12 questions for you. So if a teacher in Japan uses African dance to teach the present continuous tense, which type of cultural material they are using? Yeah, international target culture. Congratulations, Miss Me. Okay. Um, yes. Let's come up next. According to Crunch, in 1993, he defines the sphere of interculturality as a place of where learners do what? Really easy because I emphasize this quite strongly in my presentation, right? 7 minutes left. Yeah, learn about our own culture and reflect on another culture. Wow. Miss Me, you are number one at the very first place, okay? And Mr. Đạt Nguyễn and Huỳnh My, Hailey. Okay, let's come up next. This is about true or false. A language is considered global only if it is the native language for the majority of its speakers worldwide. Yeah, false. Correct. Okay. Come up next. Also a true-false question. Non-native English-speaking teachers and NEST are considered valid users of English who are often in the best position to understand their student needs. Is it correct? I think most of you would remember this because I capitalized it and also I bold it, make it bold. Please don't answer it incorrectly. Oh, that's still to say correctly. Incorrectly. Okay. Congratulations. Oh, Miss Phan Thúy Quỳnh. Oh, you grabbed the third place. Okay, come up next. Another true or false question. Using materials about Rio Carnival to teach English in Brazil is an example of target culture materials. Do you remember? Two 2 seconds left. Okay, yeah, it's true. Wow, Haley, you are rocking the leaderboard. Okay. Come up next. Number 8. Cascading knowledge refers to the process of individual students researching their own family traditions, isn't it? Isn't it true or false? 15 minutes left. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Yeah, it's true. Congratulations. Oh, Miss Hà Trang, you are in the second place. Let's go up next. The number 9, teachers have the autonomy to decide whether to use source, target, international cultural material based on what is best for their students. Mm. Wow, true. Oh, Miss Hà Trang, you at the top, okay? Yes. Let's go up next. The number 10 question. Please rate. I would like to know whether like how to what extent do you agree or disagree with this? In the Vietnamese EFL classroom, using local content such as Mid-Autumn Festival or local history is more effective for motivating students than using American and British cultural topics. Wow. I could see the so many teachers they would agree and strongly agree for this because I think that you are thinking about like the way that we would make a good use of our own cultures, right, in teaching in the classroom. And also I think it is the better choice for teachers to think about the way that the student they can be able to speak and to think about their own culture and think it in an English way, right? English speaking way. Okay, let's come up next for the 11th question. So Vietnamese English should be viewed as valid variety of language in its own right, rather than student feeling they must perfectly mimic an American or British accent to be successful. Wow, you agree with this? Yeah, I think that it's more about the way that people would think how to use English to express themselves, express their thoughts, right? So I think that the accent can be important. It's not everything, but they have the own the user have their own right to show their understanding in using English, right? Yes, let's come up the very final question. I feel I have enough flexibility in my current teaching context, school or center to choose international cultural material over the standard of inner circle material provided in my textbook. Do you agree? Okay, so yeah, most of you would be neutral and agree with this. Yeah, I can see some kind of like opinion in here. Like sometimes you can feel that you don't have enough flexibility in your current teaching context, right? It can be the heavy teaching curriculum, and also you do not have much time for teaching, for learning rather than you. I think that in most cases you are forcing yourself to teach for testing, right? And also for the international cultural material, I think that would you would invest a lot of time and effort in showing the really in-depth cultural knowledge for the second language user or even foreign language users. Yeah, so I think that you can share your own idea from the the three last questions of my own quiz in Mr. Huỳnh presentation, right? So I think that's all for my quiz. So now I would like you to continue the webinar today with Mr. Huỳnh. Okay, the stage
Okay.
is yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Duke. So, I have already read a lot of contribution from our teachers from their webinars, but however, I can you show the two leaders, okay, in your quiz, so that we can congratulate them for receiving two surprising gifts from you. Sorry.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Okay, so
Um,
I think they're waiting for. So,
oh,
at the same
let
time,
me share my screen. Let me share my
okay,
screen to see um to see our winners today. Okay. Um, are you seeing my screen sharing? Oh, where is it? Uh, the report. Um, okay, is it okay if I can share it on the meeting chat later? I can share it in the meeting chat later. Is that okay? So that everybody can see who is the winner today. Okay, Mr. Huỳnh, are you here? Hello?
yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
free. Okay, so I would take the speaking turns from Mr. Võ Duy Đức. Okay, so after completing the quiz, I believe that some of the best questions and some of the only questions always contained some information that give you the suggestion to the answer. Okay, I would like to share my screen. Oh, hold on a little bit. However, but before I share my screen, however, I would prefer all of you to give a check-in. Could you type into the chat to make sure the chat box work about your name and your school? Okay, what is the name of the school that you are teaching now? Okay. Okay. Okay, so okay, we have Mr. Võ Duy Đức, okay, from Vienna, UK Institute. Miss Thu Huỳnh Nguyễn from Hanoi College for Electromechanics. Wow. Miss Hale from Lạc Hồng University. Oh, Miss Huyền from May School English Center. I know this. Miss Huyền from primary school. Miss Đinh Ngọc Phúc from Bamboo School. Miss Phúc Nguyễn from Hòa Hiếu. Okay, number one. Miss Ngân Hồng Cẩm from Nam Canton. Oh, Miss Canton University. Miss Cẩm Tú Phan Lê. Okay, is a freelance English teacher. I believe you are doing really good. Okay, I really welcome all of you guys present. Okay, just wait. Oh, Mr. Việt, an English tutor. Okay. Well, however, after the session, the turn of Mr. Duke, I think it's the photo shoot time. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm too
Okay.
nervous. So yeah. Um, can all the participants please turn on your camera so that me, Mr. Huỳnh, and the organizers could have a really great, really graceful picture together, and also position yourself in the middle, and also don't forget to change your background with the TESOL methodology background that Miss Huỳnh have provided at the very beginning of the webinar today. So yeah, are you ready?
So I'd like to invite everyone to turn on your camera so we can see your faces. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Phúc Nguyễn, for turning on your camera as well. And everyone, if you haven't changed your Zoom background yet, please do that so we can look all beautiful together. Yeah, I see more and more people are turning on the camera. That is awesome. And I've seen that we are having 48 people joining us right now. Are you ready for a group photo, everyone? If yes, then when I say 1, 2, 3, please say cheese and then give me some heart icons. Is it okay? Yes, okay. Thank you, everyone. So 1, 2, 3, cheese. Wonderful. Let me put the picture in our group. Thank you very much. We are done with the group photo.
Thank you, Miss Huỳnh.
Thank you, Miss Queen, a lot. Okay, so thanks. I really appreciate your presentation on the key theories background on culture. So, let me share my screen. Yeah, slideshow. Everyone, please comment into the chat box. Yes, if you can see my screen now, please comment yes into the chat box. You can see my screen very clearly. Yeah. Okay, I loved. Okay, a lot of people say yes. Yeah. Well, before we switch to the next part, some practical strategies to develop students' awareness of culture. When students learn about their own culture, other cultures, and relate their own culture with others, we would like to give all you some time to give reflection on some of our following guided questions. Before you scan the QR code to complete the reflections, I would like to read the questions first. The question number one, what were one lesson that you taught about culture? Is this about food, holiday tradition, traditional values of Vietnam or any other countries, or some attitudes? Was this a challenge for you to deliver the lesson, and why? How did you overcome it? Does this work? And I also provide some example that you can refer to. So I would like to invite Mr. Võ Duy Đức. Can you help me read the example?
Okay, so I use For the first question, I used to teach a lesson about how to prepare a traditional cake for Tết holiday in Vietnam, like trưng cake. For the second question, I think the challenge was that I did not know how to prepare such a lesson, so I just explained. And then the students just listened and look notes. I completed the lesson with a lot of doubts. For the third question, I did prepare a picture for students to discuss the 5W1H. The picture was about chung cake. I gave them time to brainstorm the questions. Then they think, pair, and share their ideas in both Vietnamese and some could spoke English. I am not confident with this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Võ Duy Đức. Okay, I can see that. Miss Nguyen say, can you please send me the link to the Padlet? Of course, we will send you the link to the Padlet. But first, I need to give the instruction for how everyone can get success to complete the reflection. Remember, this is a meeting for you, all of you, not us, for a reflection writing and sharing. Okay, I will send back. Um, Everyone, please, okay, scan the QR code. Our fellow facilitator, could you help me send the link via the chat box so that the participant could join the Padlet? Okay. Um, okay, so I would like to share the screen of the Padlet. Okay, so please come in the first reflection, and you can see on the screen. In these activities, you will have 7.5 minutes to write your own reflection. Okay, this helps to set some mood about the topics of culture. So let's start. Please as a comment here. Okay, I would like to turn on the timer. As I can see, okay, many of you find it hard to upload your comment. Okay, so please add the comment here. Okay, you can scroll down the screen and then paste your work or type your work. Okay, from Mr. Duc, I think I would like to have a role play for students to tell Vietnamese stories in English. Yeah, that's a really good activity. So, good. Okay, if you cannot leave the comment onto the Padlet, you can also give a comment into the chat box if you wish. We will be happy to receive and read that. Okay, so okay, uh, from Mr. Tien Me, okay, one cultural lesson I taught was a famous tourist destination in Vietnam, Hạ Long Bay. That's good. And the challenge in delivering the lesson, yes, delivering this lesson was challenging for me. At first, I taught the lesson in a very traditional way by explaining some information why students listened and took notes. Wow, that's a really good contribution. Okay, I can see a lot of Padlets here from Miss Ding Ngọc Phu. Okay, so what was the lesson that you taught about culture? I taught about Miss Autumn Festival celebrated around the world. Wow, that's a really nice activities. What is a challenge for you to deliver the lesson? I think the challenge was that I look at the slides and read a lot. Thanks for your contribution. Okay, so we have 1 minute left. Okay. Miss Halle have just left a comment. Oh my God, a lot of contribution. I have read this from Miss Cẩm Tú. Recently, I taught a lesson related to sport topic to street storming. Oh my God, that's a nice activity. Really close to the young student. The most difficult challenge were when I need to search for reading passage about the mentioned topic. That's pretty nice. Okay, I decided to adapt the text from an online newspaper website and modify it. That's a good way. Okay, so for any lesson about culture, our job as a teacher is to adapt them. Miss Halle, okay. So Miss Halle taught about business culture and giving and greetings. Amazing. The challenge was that the students knew the culture in Vietnamese, but they could not explain it clearly in English. Wow, that's a big problem for teaching language in Vietnam. Okay, so the activities is fun, but then a big problem is for the language. Okay, so I really hope that's for the next part. Okay. Oh my God, the time is over. Okay. So please, okay, contribute your idea onto the Padlet or even the chat. Okay. All right. So in order to make it more communicative, so I would like to invite Miss Cẩm Tú. Are you there? Miss Cẩm Tú. So
Yes, I'm here.
yes, can you turn on your mic and can you share about your reflection?
Yes, as I mentioned on the comment section, yesterday I had a communicative English communicative language for my student. My student, they are all above 18 years old. So I'm sorry, I couldn't share my video right now.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, so I would like to share by my voice only. Thank you so much for your understanding.
That's really
I
nice
would
to
like
hear.
to start again. So yesterday I had this lesson, which is about sport topic. And instead of using the text in the textbook, I decided to renew my lesson by adapting an article from, as I remember, Tuổi Trẻ website. Yeah, they had a newspaper, an article about the street storming, which inspired me. And at the same time, yesterday was also our match. Yeah, so I decided to choose the street storming as a way to engage my students more, and they can learn more about the value of the street storming, and they can understand about why the street storming becomes an important part in Vietnamese people when it comes to football match. Yeah. So I decided to choose this. And at the beginning of the lesson, I let them watch some of the videos and let them guess the topics. And then I asked them to work in groups to complete the exercise before I asked them to discuss with each other to complete, like to summarize the text again. So just the normal thing I usually do in my class. So yeah, that's my sharing. Thank you for your listening. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Miss Cẩm Tú, I'm sorry. So you're sharing about like one article from like the storming, I think it's going storming, yeah, that's right.
Street storming, yeah.
Street storming is a really an interesting topic that the teachers in our webinars can use to teach, to raise the cultural awareness for the future lesson. Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Cẩm Tú.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so I have read a lot about your contributions, and one of the problem that you are facing is that raising cultural awareness, I think it's not really difficult for you, but how to at the same time raise the cultural awareness and develop student English competencies at the same time seem to be a big problem. So I would like to, okay, so thanks you all for your contribution. So I would like to switch to some solutions, some thing that you can bring home, okay, to support your student to raise the cultural awareness and teach English at the same time. So the first activity that you can see here is the cultural iceberg activities. So just wait me for a little bit. In these activities, students will identify some basic element of culture by taking note some very familiar things about their hometown, like the local food, traditional festival, or holiday traditions. When students get used to the service culture, the teacher then can have the transition to the more difficult aspect, like values or attitudes. Answering some question like, what are the qualities of the good student in Vietnam? What do you think about smoking in your area? And I know that many students find it hard to use English and share their thought at the same time. So I suggest some solution like to ensure them reach our expectation about using English. Teacher can predict some core languages as an aid that they or student can discuss in their Vietnamese, the first language, and then we encourage them to share ideas in English. That would be much better. Okay, for the next one, as Mr. Dux has mentioned about the interculturalism, it means that when students learn other culture, they can reflect on their own culture. Students are in need of developing the three levels of cultural awareness. The very first level is personal, it's about their own culture. The higher one is about the community's level, about the other communities. And the highest one, my suggestions would come is a global one. And let's see some activities to develop the personal level. The first one, about the personal cultural awareness activities. An activity's name is What's Weird. In these activities, teacher will develop the personal cultural awareness for a student. So, for a student, first student read the guidebooks about how to navigate their own culture. And as a teachers, we can provide them with some articles or reading materials, website that they can access to read about. Please make sure that when you provide them with the resource materials, make sure that they are accessible. And the article should be at the right level of English. After they read, we can prompt them to develop a brochure, an infographics, a plot, a website to help the foreign visitor to adjust their life in the communities. And please bear in mind that you should adapt the materials based on your own cultural sensitivities and avoid cultural offense. And for these activities, could you share, one possible resource that you want other teacher to refer to teach about culture? So please feel free to share it into the chat box. Okay. So for the next activities is about the community's cultural awareness activities. The activity name is Changing the Rules. To run this activity, students need to think about, create, think the new alternative for everyday actions. This helps the student to raise their awareness about various communities. And we can see in the slide, like shaking hands, giving a hug, or blowing a kiss. They have very different meanings in our culture and foreign cultures. Then the student will present skit action to show the new action. The class will have to guess the meanings of the new action. And the most important things here is that gestures can show any meanings, and it can be anything. Yeah. Right. And the last activities to raise here is to raise the global cultural awareness. Like the activity name is questioning of photos. As a teacher, we will show students a complex photos from another cultures, and then we will prompt student to generate a list of questions about the photos. We can use the 5Ws18 to support them with this. And we use this question to start the discussion and do research. And as I said, if your student not really confident with their language, we can let them discuss in their first language, Vietnamese, and then encourage them to use English to share the idea later. Okay, so I have just already mentioned 4 activities. So to make sure that you are still there available to join the next activities, I want to have a check-in with you. Now, could you please type again, the name of each activity into the chat box. Okay, so I can know you are there. Okay, so are you ready? What is the activities number 1? What is the activities number 1? So it starts with C, I, and A. What is the first activity? Okay, what is the first activity? Okay. Okay, activities 2, I can see from Miss Huỳnh Mita is what's wrong. Okay, Miss Đinh Ngọc Phụng, that's right. Amazing. Okay, that's okay. Can everyone type it again into the chat box? Okay. Oh, what's weird? Okay, what's weird? Miss Cẩm Tú Phan Lê, that's what weird. Okay. What about number three? Okay, from Miss Hồng Cẩm Ngân is changing rule. Okay, change the rules. Perfect. What about other people? What about other participants? So what is the last? What's weird? What's wrong? Cultural iceberg. What about the number four? What about the number four? Okay, questions? Okay, yeah, that's right. Mr. Việt Nguyễn, okay, Miss Hà Trang, okay, word will, character roles, quick as possible. Oh my God. Miss Hồng Cẩm Ngân, questionnaire photo, Miss Đinh Ngọc Phụng, that's right. Okay. Oh my God. Everyone is so good. Okay. That's pretty nice to hear from you. Okay. I will not hesitate to share the link for the last reflection anymore. Okay, so everyone, this is the last activities. You will join with us for this session today. Okay, so the activity's name is what is your action plan? Okay, so please scan the QR code and comment your reflection onto the Padlet. Okay, so always remember that the teams of facilitator will choose the most original and the most meaningful one to present our gift from the TESOL and Regional English Language Office. Okay, so the team of facilitator, could you help me share the link and the QR code into the group? Okay. Okay, everyone, you can still join via the last link. I put it in the same, and after this session, I will put everything there for you to review. Okay. 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 Wow. Okay. So I can see that so many participants have just typed into our second reflection. However, I would like to invite Mr. Volsity, can you help me read the reflection question for the second activities? So think about the next time when you prepare a lesson, choose one element that you want students to focus on, and think about how you can use this in your lesson and how students can benefit from this. Okay.
So I think next week I will hand out a form which students can fill in and explore or navigate their own culture identity first. For the second question, I will guide them to present a holiday tradition or name some traditions in their hometown. I will teach them the language of presentation at the same time. And the third question, students can learn to develop their presentation skills, speaking, and raise their cultural awareness at the same time.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Mr. Volsito. Everyone, okay, please, okay, scroll down and add a comment. Okay, add the comment to their thread. Okay, and for these activities, I think we will have the same time, 7.5 minutes. Okay, let's start. Okay, at the same time, I will read some contributions from Miss Hai Chang. Okay, so in the last discussion, Miss Hai Chang say that she taught about Christmas. The challenge is not considered as an official holiday that is well known among different cultures and countries. That's pretty nice. And how did she overcome it? She prepared worksheets, videos, and songs to teach them about Christmas and emphasize the spirit of this holiday is sharing and connection. And then she invited them to participate in the Secret Santa, prepare one present for their receiver. Yeah, wow, that's a really thoughtful activity. Oh my God. Miss. Okay, from Miss Nguyễn Thu Hiền. Okay, for this reflection, she said that these activities help students improve their speaking and presentation skill, become more confident. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And from Mr. Phùng Dinh, okay, for the next lesson, she will give student a simple form that student will write about taste food in their family. Wow, the taste holiday is coming around the corner. Guys, I wish you all a happy new year. Okay, so and then student focus on traditional taste food. They would choose one food such as bánh chưng, bánh tét, or mít. I read up easy presentation sentences. Yeah. Wow. Teaching about culture is a great opportunities for teaching students about presentation skill. Wow. Miss Phụng, you are a really dedicated teacher. And student can practice speaking, learn new food words, talk about their culture with confidence. They also learn to listen and respect their friends' tradition. Wow. And from Miss Cẩm Tú, I can see she would teach about online shopping. In order to activate student, she will raise 3 cool questions. What, when, and where? Wow, this really aligned with that one activity. About 5 daily, 1 age, about shopping for my student before having a listening talks. Wow, that's a really good pre-teaching activity, pre-tax activity. As post-listening activity, as we give my student bingo papers, which include online shopping habits, and ask them to go around the class and interview their classmate. They will be chosen randomly. Oh, thanks from Miss Lan Phương. Okay, she taught about the food in Vietnam, the challenge, not for information. About all the food in Vietnam, my student active and creative, they search the information and complete the topics, learning from various sources. Yeah, the culture is not a problem to you. Yeah, an amazing teacher. Okay. We will wait for more responses from you. Okay. We have 2 minutes left. Okay, everyone. Like any facilitating webinar is an opportunity for us to learn about each other experiences and solutions. So I believe that you can learn a lot of things. You can share a lot of things that will help your fellow teacher. Okay, 1 minute left. Ta-da! Oh, I have just received another comment from Miss Lan Phương. Okay. So next time I have student work in group to make presentation about their favorite music band types of music. The element I want students to focus on the unique feature of the traditional musics of some countries. They will have a chance to talk about their music taste and enhance their presentation and improve their understanding about traditional music. Wow. Okay, please leave a comment. So I would like, okay, to invite, okay, one very, okay, dedicated teacher. So can you share, Miss Lan Phương, are you there? Can you turn on your mic and share? Oh, she's not there. Maybe I would like to invite another person. So I can see from Miss Hailey. So are you there, Miss Hailey? Is that Miss Hailey? Okay.
It's me.
Oh my God. So can you share your thought?
Well, so as I've mentioned in the comments, I feel like since I teach teens rather than small kids, I feel like I can help them be more up to date with the issues where they're living in, which is Hanoi. Yeah. So recently, on the streets, we have been cleared out by the police quite a lot. And that means a part of our culture, which is going to Hàng Mã and shop for gifts for kids during Christmas, that has been, it hasn't been the same as the previous years. So I would like students to um, share their thoughts on that. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that's really good. So thanks for your contribution. So another teacher, I've seen their contributions from Miss Phụng. Can you share? Miss Ding Ngọc Phụng. Okay, so you're really dedicated. Uh-huh. Okay.
So
This is you.
I'm gonna
Your
like
part.
read what I have already written, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my next lesson, I will give students a simple form for them to follow to write about that, especially food, the food that they and their family have in that holiday. Um, and then the focus of the culture that we're gonna give the name of the food and then give the time that the student eat, and we're gonna introduce the ingredients that make to make this food. And I think that the student can practice the structure to speak, and also they can have a better and deeper understanding about their culture of their own family and also Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice activities. I appreciate you because you also provide the student with the language that they need to get success for the activity. Yeah, that's one thing I really appreciate. Yeah. Okay, so your contribution is really unique. Um, for any TESOL methodologies course and for any Delta course, the trainers always emphasize one problem, that we are the teacher who provide the student with the input they need to get success in any activities. So I believe your contribution is really original. Thanks for sharing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Have a good time. Okay. So right here, I have seen a lot of meaningful contributions from other teachers. However, we do not have enough time to discuss all the things, but you can read and refer to other teachers' contributions whenever you need. I will send everything later after the session. Thank you very much, everyone. So I would like to leave the stage for Mr. Võ Duy Đức to have us summarize and give some conclusions before we come to an end of the meeting.
Yeah, thank you. Can you please continue to share this slide?
Yeah.
So that I can, so that we can have a really. Oh, the next one would be the Mentimeter, right? Okay. Stop sharing, please. I will share my own so that like the participant can follow mine. Yeah. Let's start. So yeah, I can see some of the very insightful, right, helpful, and also interesting sharing from different participants. I can see that the active participation from you today is really the great source of encouragement for not only facilitator like us today, but also the organizer of this course. So I think that you have been through a lot of things. So now I want you to share 3 key takeaways from our Module 1 of VMOOC, the TESOL Methodologies course today. So the organizer or facilitator, can you please share the link on the chat box so that the participant can type in the 3 key takeaways from Module 1? And also from this, I think that we can have a photo of the of what we have delivered successfully to the participant today, so that so we can like see what is the biggest thing, the greatest thing you have shared. Oh, is it working? Let me see. Oh, I can see the first word would be interculturalism. What's weird? Yeah. Anybody else? Cultural iceberg activity. Okay, inner circle questions. Oh. Anybody else? Questions or photo, raise cultural awareness. I think the sharing from Mr. Huỳnh is really meaningful to you, right? I can see lots of key takeaways is from his sharing. So I think that this is one of the highlights of the facilitators for this module, that we really want it to become really practical to different EFL teachers. Okay, social-linguistic model. Wow, I feel so relieved. At least someone could remember mine, my part. Okay, Outer circle, target culture. Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Wow, there are more inputs now. The source culture, yeah. International culture, yeah, I would agree. So the student would like to get to know more about the global concept, right? And also, this is one of the key point of becoming a global citizen in the future. Okay. So let's not waste much more time. I think that's enough for the word cloud. So I think we can take a picture with this. So can you please turn on the camera so that we can take a picture of this so that we can think about and we can have a really great key takeaway from our today webinar so that you can when you look at this picture you can remember what we have delivered and what we have shared about this. And I think that this is a really good point for the organizer to know more about what you are needing, what you are trying to know, right? Smile. Okay, thank you. So I will stop sharing this. Mr. Huỳnh, can you help me to go up next with this slide? Yeah, let's do some recap. So we have been through like nearly 90 minutes. Just 6 minutes left for today. So I think that the key concept about the model 1, I think it's not that difficult for EFL teachers, including the one who is really young in the field, or even the one who is really experienced in the field. We can like consolidate what we have known about the concept, the key concept of EIL in the ELT context. And also we have discussed some difficulties in raising cultural awareness for students in Vietnam. And also I could see some kind of like diversity in the opinion of different EFL teacher when you mention about different target culture and also the source culture material and also the international culture material using in the curriculum. And also with Mr. Huỳnh suggestion for teaching strategy to raise student cultural awareness is something that you could embrace yourself, so that you can think about the way that can make your classroom become more interactive and also more interesting and also more cultural embedded. Okay, and I think that's all for today's webinar. And thank you a lot for your participation today. But before going to an end, I would like to get to know the contact number of Miss Hailey and Mr. Đặng. Can you please send the contact, the address of yourself, the phone number, where you live, and even email, so that the organizer can contact you to give you a small gift.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
I want to ask though, do I send a direct message or?
I think the direct message is more secure, so that
All right, thank you.
I think most of the participants want to know where you are living, and I don't think that would be a great news for them to know where exactly you are in Vietnam. Okay, just share that directly to me so that I can send it to the organizers. And also, Mr. Nguyễn, are you here? Can you unmute yourself? I
Yes,
think,
hello.
wow, you are a great contributor. So can you please also send me the address, the everything about yourself, the personal information, so that we can send a small gift to your place. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. Please do
Yeah.
it now because
Yeah.
we don't have much time left. And yeah, I think that Mr. Huỳnh, I think you would want to announce the meaningful contributor from your site, right?
Oh my God, I'm so shy. I'm so embarrassed to share to shout out the names of the three okay contributors to the reflection to the most meaningful contributions from awards from me. Okay, so the first one I would like to call out for the original ideas from Miss Cẩm Tú for uh, street storming. Okay, Đi Bão, are you there, Miss Cẩm Tú?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
please, okay, send your contacts, okay, for me, okay, like your full names, your address, and your phone number, so that I can extend your information to Việt TESOL and Relo and send you the meaningful gift.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so the next one, I would like to call out Mr. Tiến My or Miss Tiến My. Are you there for the contributions of Hạ Long Bay? Are you there? The tourist destination in Vietnam.
Yes, it's me, Tiên
Oh
My.
my God. Tell me. So I can say ngôn ngữ Trung Quốc. Are you learning Chinese?
Yes, I'm learning Chinese.
Oh my God, 明天见你忙吗? Okay, just a second. All right, so okay, thanks for your contribution. I hope you can continue to learn and develop yourself and be a good teacher in the future. Keep your motivation. Okay, so please send me your contacts, your phone number, and your address so we can extend you with their surprising gift from Relo and
Thank you.
Việt TESOL. Okay, so the last one. Okay, who's the last one? Okay, so I have it's so hard for me. It's so hard for me. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would like to, okay, so treasure the present of Miss Hà Trang. Yeah, Miss Hà Trang. Okay, Miss Hà Trang, are you there? Okay.
I'm here.
Yes. Okay. So you are the first person to receive the gift from us. Okay. Please send me with your contact and your address. Okay. So that's we can send you with the surprising gift from Relo and Việt TESOL. Okay. So I also would like to give a really appreciation to Miss Phúc, okay, for your attention and you always show your camera. However, okay, I have to choose one. You know, it's really difficult. I really love your contribution. So I hope you can receive the gift and you can join the webinar of Việt TESOL for the next time. I wish that everyone can be available in all the webinars. And I believe that, okay, so I will try to get a gift for you. Okay, so, okay, thank you. I will leave the stage for Miss Nguyen. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, our two amazing facilitators for the very first online interactive talk of the TESOL Methodology course. And we look forward to seeing you next week for another meeting with English teaching for young learners. Okay, thank you everybody and have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank
See you.
you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for your content, for your
Thank you,
presenting
Dr.
today.
Ru. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hà Trang. Yeah. Thank you,
Don't
Mr.
worry,
Fu.
next time you would have a chance to get the gift from us.
Yeah. So next time,
Thank
okay,
you so
Mr.
much.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Good night.
See you. Goodbye.
Bye.